Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Wow, big news. Something we haven't talked about originally, right? Well, it
We've never
is
talked about Demon Slayer Infinity
the
Castle.
no, never, not at all. But Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1, released in September 12th, right, is the number one anime movie of all time.
Yep. It also
Big
has
surprise,
made
right?
it's also broken I don't know if you're about to say this, but it broke the record of
Records.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden
Records.
Dragon that held the most profitable foreign film in American
Wasn't it
history.
for 25 years or
25
something?
years, yeah. It was
That
Crouching
is
Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
insane. That is
Now it's Demon
insane.
Slayer Infinity Castle.
Anime's not popular. It's too niche, right? Well, this has me a little concerned because what we have coming soon in the anime movie genre, we have Chainsaw Man Reze arc movie coming out. What is it? A week from now? Almost
Yeah.
week or two from now, October 24th.
I've got
22nd for who have early access, but
I've got early access on the 21st. I got invited to a premiere
what?
in
So a
Dallas on
day
the
before.
21st. Yeah.
Awesome.
Pretty
So
cool.
the question I have for this though is, do you think it's going to live up to the hype? Because I mean,
No.
you're coming off of the first and
No.
seeing how the trailer going from, if you look at what was it, 2022 when Chainsaw Man first came out versus
Mhm.
2025, everyone has been running it through the blender because it just looks like a downgrade in animation, actually.
I don't
Which is,
think it
if you
looks
look
like
at
a
Demon Slayer,
downgrade, honestly. I think it looks
really,
I think it looks good. I think it looks solid. I think one thing that it does have going for it that the JJK movie that's going to be
mhm,
coming out at the end of the year doesn't have going for it is that the Reze arc movie is actually a standalone movie.
mhm.
Like they're taking the Reze arc, the Bomb Devil arc, and
Yeah,
putting
and
it
just
in
make it
its
into a movie.
making it into a movie, which is
Yeah.
exactly what they're doing with Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, what they did with Mugen Train.
Mhm.
Whereas with Jujutsu Kaisen, they're going back on that old reliable of like, hey, the
Yeah.
movie's coming out and it's the last two episodes of season two and the first two episodes of season three as a movie. Now, I'm still going to go see it, but it's not
The-
like a movie. So I think the Rize arc movie
Mhm.
does have that going for it. I just don't see it being better or more hyped than Demon Slayer. Now, I could be wrong, but
Right?
I just don't see it happening. Personally, just Demon Slayer is a lot more popular, and you got to think
Right.
Demon Slayer going into this movie already had what 6 seasons behind it, or 4 seasons, however many seasons it was. Many seasons,
Five. Yeah.
five or six. Chainsaw Man has one season, 12 episodes,
Dang.
right? Which are
Dang.
very good. I like it. I mean, I have the
Yeah.
manga right
Yeah.
there. Like it's
Oh,
crazy,
same here.
but
Yeah.
yeah, so that's kind of
So,
my thoughts on it. I'm gonna go see it, and it'll probably be great.
well, here's my thought
Hey, there's gonna
process
be a
on
lot
this.
more fan
Okay.
service, that's for sure.
That's true. That's true. So, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, number one anime movie out there, number one anime in the world. I think, though, Chainsaw Man will be perceived better by the anime fans, the OGs, okay? Because technically, before Demon Slayer, they're OGs. That's the way I perceive it. Anything after Demon Slayer movie, it's going to be non OG. I think it's going to be perceived better because if you look at Demon Slayer, the movies, how they are, and as you perceived it too when you watched it, they feel
Mhm.
like you can do 3 episodes in one movie. They kind of feel like they kind of chop them up. That's what they did with
Yeah,
Mugen Train. That's what you also believe is going to happen for Infinity Castle Part 1, 2, 3,
right.
potentially. So with Chainsaw Man and what you just said, that Chainsaw Man Reze arc is an entire arc
Yeah.
dedicated as a standalone movie, meaning
Now
it possibly won't turn into episodes.
right. Albeit it is a small arc, like, it's not a
Mhm.
huge, like, amount of chapters in the manga,
Right.
but it's good. There's
Mhm.
good like, it's very interesting because you have Denji, because 'cause I've read the manga, or at least I've read
Mhm.
that part of the manga. You have Denji that's, like, on the heels of, like, crushing on
Mhm.
Makima, and then, like, introduces Rize, and, like, Rize is interested in him, and then, like,
Yes.
all the Denji's, like, going through all this stuff, and, like, Rize is, like, putting herself up out there big time for him, and so it's cool to see that struggle with Denji.
Yes.
But
Yes.
yeah, they'll definitely there'll be some service for the fans, I'm sure.
I don't know, we'll enjoy it. Now, going into production, here's the thing. Danny Dan season 3 is currently
Mhm.
in production, which you know me, how much I love Danny Dan season 2. I thought honestly it was better than season 1, so I'm super excited about this. You have also there's claims that Daily Lives of High School Boys is getting a spin-off or alternate version of Daily Lives of High School Girls. Now, I don't know if you've
Okay.
ever heard of this anime, but it
Nope.
is a staple in anime comedy. It is
Hmm. Okay.
so good. Honestly, when I watched it, when you're watching it, it's one of those animes that you sit down and you have no thought process. You're not expecting anything but just a good time. It is a good, warm feeling just to watch because when you're watching it, you're like, how do we go from this to this? And it feels like real life. Just if you took
Nice.
3 guys that are just buddies for life, like I would assume, like say, take you and Ty, and just making a video of that, making it into anime. That's how it is. I thought it was very interesting. I watched it with my buddy, and we were watching this, and like this makes no absolute sense, but at the same time, it was very enjoyable. So I
Interesting.
definitely am excited
It's
to
called
hear
Tales
about
of a
that.
High School Boys.
Daily lives of high school boys.
I might have to check
Uh,
that out. My buddy's coming
yeah,
over. Ty's coming over to hang out Sunday night.
I guarantee you, Ty's heard of it at least. I
I'm sure he
guarantee you.
has. Yeah.
Yes, I mean it's Ty. Come on. But also, what I want to talk about when it comes to production is that there's some failures or some downgrades. Okay, Crunchyroll, again, another topic we never talk about. Never. Crunchyroll subtitles is being very controversial right now.
Yeah.
Originally, we were just thought because of AI, and we'll get into AI in a little bit. But originally, what those who don't know is ChatGPT had it on. I can't remember what anime it was, but there's an
It,
anime. Would you
what
know it?
was it? They put like the wrong subtitles
I
on
think I
the
might
wrong
have it
anime.
here. It was flagged.
It was
No, I don't
Lord of
have it.
Mysteries. It was the Lord of the Mysteries.
Okay.
And it was like a rom-com anime that like
Well, they changed the audio. That they did Rent a
that's
Girlfriend for Lord of
right.
Mysteries. Subtitles, they had one part where it literally
They had
said
German
ChatGPT
subtitles on something.
slash
Yeah.
said. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you claim that you don't use AI only
Yeah.
for your UI and then also
Yeah.
for customer experience, but yet you've used it for
Yeah.
subtitles? Not looking so good. Well, Crunchyroll is back under the lamp right now because people are noticing there's a change in the subtitles. I don't
Mhm.
think if you've noticed it because
I've
you've
noticed.
been
Yeah.
using Crunchyroll. You've
Yep.
noticed it?
Yep.
Well, okay. Those who don't
It's
know what we're
not
talking about,
as
I think it's very noticeable, and I
it's
think it's a
not what
downgrade.
yeah, what's the word? One, they look a little bit different.
Mhm,
And two, it's not as nuanced. Like it's clear that like the
mhm,
translation isn't picking up all the nuance that like and
mhm.
like quirkiness that anime
Yeah,
has in it,
yeah,
right? Like there's where you're like you read it and you're like that's not how they would say that. Like that doesn't make
mhm,
sense. Yeah.
yeah. So what we're explaining right now is that Crunchyroll has been changing the way certain words are written. They're also changing. One thing is it's a form of censorship.
Mhm.
That's one thing that's going on. But also what's happened too is the fonts, the tones of the actual subtitles themselves. And you're thinking,
They've
I'm
got
a
like
dub defender. Why would it matter?
bigger, like the fonts got bigger on some of
So
them, and like
the
it's
fonts are actually what I've seen is a little bit smaller. They're
okay,
taking away the shadow background. The stroke around the
which
text
helps you
is
be able to
different.
actually read it better and
I,
faster.
for me, I liked it the old way because the text looked thicker. It looked a little bit
Mhm.
more rounded, less sharp. It just honestly looks. If you took a kid who went in Times New Roman, typed it all out, added a little stroke around it, that's what you got.
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit of character to it. It was a staple. I don't watch sub that much, but I do like seeing a unified font. I don't like
Yeah.
having it just changing all over the place. That right there, I think, is something not really too much to be worrying about, but at the same time, Crunchyroll, time and time again, has just been letting me down. I'm trying to keep some good grades and say some good
Yeah.
things about him, but it's just
It's
I don't
It's
understand
I
what's
don't
going
even
on.
think it's just Crunchyroll. Like I made a
Mhm,
video the other day about the anime streaming problem and that just
mhm.
there's so many platforms.
Yep.
And like for instance, we can talk about One Punch Man season 3 here in a little bit, but I was like, all right, I'm going to go watch I was like, I'm going to watch episode 1 before I make content on this.
And
And
then
I
how
was like,
long?
Crunchyroll, One Punch Man's not on Crunchyroll.
It was like 5 hours. It was
Yeah,
like I couldn't remember. It was like a whole day almost until they actually uploaded the video with the subtitles.
One Punch Man is
But then you had
exclusive
pirate
to Hulu.
sites who already
One
had
Punch
it
Man
within
is
an hour.
exclusive to Hulu.
It's
When did that
exclusive to
happen?
Hulu?
Yeah, yeah. And so like and so it's what I'm getting at is it's not just
Mhm,
Crunchyroll, you have all these apps
mhm,
all vying for anime and
mhm.
for an IP that's going to the next IP that's going to blow up. And like you would think that more competition would make it to where you make your service better,
Right.
but what I really see is I just see a cheapening of the quality in the service across all of them for the most part, you know?
Yeah. So far, what I know is that like Disney owns Hulu,
Mhm.
and also with like Fox Entertainment. So
Disney and
that right
Hulu will
there.
actually fully merge in 2026. Hulu will
Mhm.
go away and
Yeah.
all the Hulu it'll be like Disney Plus and Hulu together, so it's not like Hulu's leaving, but it'll all be in one
Right.
app.